and welcome back to my channel for another video. And today I'm going to be doing a monthly reset video.
You fill my head with roses, I can't help but dream away, standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere.
And I'm going to be preparing for July. I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently than what I've done in the past. If you are new to my channel, hi, I'm Oa, I'm 20. I'm also a disabled lifestyle and bullet journaling content creator here on YouTube. I also have a dog and I just share my journey on here. And I've been doing these monthly resets since the start of the year, and I feel like I need to change things up a little bit for this month because it's gonna be a lot of a different month. I also haven't done one of these videos for last month, well, for this month, because we're technically the 30th of June today, but since I didn't have a monthly reset because my month was going to be completely insane, I feel like I need to change things up this month so that I can actually have one, even though it's gonna be another really crazy month because I'm gonna be away for at least 3 weeks. I'm leaving next Thursday. It is currently Friday, so I leave in less than a week and I need to prepare for that. So it's been kind of insane. I will explain all of that later. Normally I do a cleaning slash space reset, a reading update, my goals, and my health slash life update, but I wanted to do something different and do a more vlog style and just take you along my day, because to be prepared for this month I need to be productive and kind of like work ahead and have less stress going forward. So that's what I'm planning on doing. And then I will still be doing my reading wrap up for the month. I'm also still going to do like my goals and all of that, but I will be adding them towards this vlog. So if you enjoy this video and you want to see more, definitely subscribe for more, turn on the post notification bell, and follow me on all of my other socials so you can have more videos. To give you guys an idea of why I'm not doing a space reset, this is like the state of my room currently. I have things everywhere because I have like all the things I'm gonna need to pack, so it's been a lot. And I'm just gonna start up with my to-do list, but I'm just gonna show you guys the to-do list I have for this entire week so you get an idea of why I need to be productive in order to have a good month.
Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes. Tired snowflakes are coming down, collapse into water when they hit the ground. I hear the sound of empty streets, and yesterday has gone to sleep. So all that's left is you and me. I can promise you're the only thing I see. Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me, and let our minds be caught up in a dream.
Later that morning, I went to physical therapy, and I thought I'd do a quick voiceover just to explain a little bit what was going on, because I didn't really talk about it in the video before that. But if you don't know me, I have a neurological condition known as FND, and it has caused me to have my legs being paralyzed, and they've been like this for 3 years now. And I go to physical therapy twice a week to kind of help them and hopefully be able to walk one day again, because it is not permanent. It's basically my brain doesn't send signals to my brain, to my legs properly, and so they don't work. So right here I was doing some exercises with a yoga ball. I'm going to be laying on my back, and then I'm gonna have the ball under my legs, and it's kind of like working on some reflexes and also kind of working my hips and working on relearning to bend my knees by myself. And basically my physical therapist is just moving my legs with it, and then I'm doing some bike work. And no, I am not able to bike, my legs are paralyzed, but I use my arms to make them move, and then my physical therapist also helps me. But that's basically all the exercises that I do. And when I came back home, my brother gave me his shirt. He was graduating from art school, and I couldn't go to the actual graduation because I had an appointment, but I decided to help him as a gift and just saw back his shirt. So that's what I did when I came back home. Hi, it's been a little while and I am back from physical therapy. I also had to sew my brother's shirt because he is graduating today, which is insane. I have a twin brother, if you didn't know, and he graduated from art school today, and I couldn't go to the graduation because I had an appointment, which is the one that I'm heading right now. I have ergotherapy, which is at home, and once I'm done with that appointment, I will do the whole goals section for this video. So I will see you in a minute. So let's get on with the next part, which is all gonna be about my goals. I don't have much to say for June because I didn't really have a lot of goals. If you didn't know, I had surgery on the 16th of June, so I didn't want to put myself big goals and be disappointed if I wasn't in a health place to accomplish them. And also I'm leaving next week for a physical rehab center to hopefully be able to walk again. So my only goals for June were I have my trusty bullet journal for my goals, and my goals were drink 1.5 liters of water, which I actually did every day of the month. I think, I'm pretty sure I did for June. Let's see, where is my water tracker? Yeah, I did all months. I actually had quite a few days where I went up to 2 liters, which is good. And then my next goals were post regularly on YouTube. I didn't want to my ideal posting schedule is 3 times per week, but I don't want to overwhelm myself. So right now I've been keeping up with twice a week, which is already an improvement because at the start of the year it was all over the place. So I'm pretty happy that I'm doing better at this, but I've been seeing the results because literally I was think I was at 508 subscribers at the start of the month, and now I'm at 540, which is insane. It's getting really quick, and I'm pretty happy about that. It's like kind of motivating to see that more people are enjoying my content. And then my next two goals were also social media related. I had post more on my small business Instagram account. If you don't know, I have a small business which is OS Planner Shop, and I sell digital planners and bullet journals, and I have a business account, like a brand account for my business, and I actually had a viral video this month. I think it's at 20 no, not 20, 17k right now, and it has boosted my account so much. It's going into the next goal. My next goal was 65 followers. I was at 55 or 60, I don't know, but my goal was 65, and I reached 185 new followers in total, which is completely insane. I'm so excited about this. And now that I went through my goals for June, let's get on with my goals for July. And I will also be adding them to my habits tracker, and I'm switching for a new journal because it's been the first 6 months of the year, so I didn't have enough space in my old journal. If you don't know, I usually have like a page like this in my bullet journal where I add in all of my habits to help me reach my goals, and I set habits that will help me reach my goals. So we will do that once I have told you guys what my goals are. I'm sticking to really low expectations because I really don't want to have any issues or like feel bad, because I'm gonna be working on my physical health a lot, and I think in and of itself going to a physical rehab is already like huge. So basically, my goals are journaling every day. I used to do that until May, and May I kind of fell off my routine of journaling every day, and I really want to get back into it because I love being able to watch back and see everything. So I really want to do that again. I want to get 8.5 hours of sleep per night because I know that I'm gonna need a lot of sleep to go through what I'm gonna go through with all the therapies. Which, if you want to follow me on my journey while I'm away on a physical rehab, I will post everything about that trip. So follow me, turn on the post notification bell, and you will be notified whenever I post all of that. And then post twice a week on YouTube. I just want to keep up because I'm so late with my editing, so I really want to keep up and actually stay on top of things and be better about that. Post regularly on TikTok. I've completely ignored TikTok this month. I was so good at the start of the month, so motivated, and then I had surgery and everything fell off. So I want to get back into posting at least once a day, and then make products for my shop is my last goal. But make the products ahead of time because I'm gonna be going back to school in August, and I just need to be prepared and have all of my products made for a long time in advance so that I'm not stressed out with school. That is basically all for my goals. I'm gonna set my habits for this month, and I'm gonna continue on with my day. Tonight I'm making dinner for my family, and I'm also having a shower later on, so it's gonna be a lot today, but that's okay.
Lost again, going back around, dreaming of a time when I get things right. Lost in the shadows of a million stars. Shouldn't they enlighten my near and far? Shouldn't they at all just tell me where you are? Send a prayer if I'm out of luck. Send a little love and I'll make it back. Send me a letter and a bottle of wine, telling me I will be fine. Baby, I'm stuck with a halfway heart. Slip away if I come too far. Pick me up when I'm in pieces. Oh, that halfway heart of mine is a rolling stone.
It is now time for my favorite section of this video, which is the books that I have read in the previous month. And for this month I had a really good reading month, even though I didn't read like a lot. But after April and May, where I really didn't read that much at all, I think I read like 2 books for each month, so it really wasn't that good for both of those months. Also, I'm really sorry if I like speak and sound really weird, because I still have trouble adjusting to how my voice is and nose is after the deviated septum operation. So it's getting better. Still have some progress to do with trying to breathe normally with my new nose, but I have the only 2 books I have the physical copy of it for this month, and I also have my reading journal for right now, and I am now at 20 books out of my reading goal of 25 books for the entire year, which is insane. I really thought it was going to be super hard to get that goal because I'm not like a big reader. For the books I have read, I had started back at the end of May the Ranger's Apprentice, the 6th book in the series. There's 12 in total. I've been talking about this series for the entire year because I've been reading through the series once again after I read it back when I was like 12. The 5th and the 6th basically go together, and usually with this series every couple of books they start on a new adventure. Basically it's always in the same world and you have like the whole timeline, and they basically like have an adventure, and then it's like, oh, how that many months has passed and now there's something new going on. And it's the first adventure of Will after he's no longer an apprentice technically, and he's actually a ranger, and it's his first solo mission. And I just like a lot of it, like how it's written and the perspective that it gives on him, like all the doubts that he has and all of that. And like the story was really good. I really enjoyed the 6th one. The like whole thing was so much, it's so packed full of adventure, like so much is always going on in these books. And then in June I did some I did some damage and I bought a lot of books because I've been like on a big reading kick. That's why I've been saying it's a good reading month. And these two books are actually two new books and I read them pretty much immediately. The second book I read this month is The Love Hypothesis by Haley Hazelwood, and it was popular on like Book Talk and all of these a while back now. It's been a long time, and I had started the audiobook because it's free on YouTube, and I didn't like the audiobook of it. I couldn't get into the story. I just bought it and it was so good. I really enjoyed it. It's very different from what I normally read. I would say like the whole like university and like research program part of it. It's basically a romance, a fake dating trope where she told her best friend that she was over her ex and that she was going on a date with someone, but she was actually staying in her university and working, and she saw her best friend in the hallway, and to avoid having to lie to her best friend, well, tell her the truth, she decided to lie and kiss the first guy that she found. They decide that it's in their best interest for the both of them to just like continue on fake dating, basically. It was so good. I devoured that book. It was so fun and I really just loved the whole thing. It was really fun to read. I like the first 100 pages, I read them pretty slow, and then the last 350 pages I read them in an entire day because of how good it was. And then the next book I read this month, and the final one I've read, is I Kissed Sarah Wheeler, and it is by Casey McKinston. I had already read her book, which is going to be probably be one of my favorite books from this year. It was The One Last Stop, which was one of my favorite books. Both of them are sapphic romances, and this one is like also kind of like resolving a mystery. Basically, she was kissed by the school queen, like the most popular girl, which she has a boyfriend, and she basically like kissed her, and now she's like disappeared. She staged her disappearance on the prom night, and she wants to find out like what this was all about and where she went, so she goes on a quest to finding the prom queen that disappeared. And I have to say, I had a really hard time getting into this book. It was very slow at the beginning. They always had to like go find more clues. So her, the boyfriend, and another friend, they're basically trying to find clues, and it's very slow when they have to go from one clue to another. There was a lot, but the ending, well, the second half of the book, just after they get like the initial thing going, and it's like you get to know the characters and you get involved in the stories, then it's like magical and you actually like get into the story. And I I want to say the ending so bad because of how good it was, the ending. Nothing like I expected, but I don't want to give any spoilers, but oh my gosh, please read this book. It was so good. The ending is so worth it. If you are stuck in the beginning of this book, please read the end. It is so good. I loved it. And that's all I'm gonna say about that because I just loved it. And I just wanted to share some of the books. When I said I did some damage at the bookstore, this is what I meant by I did some damage. I have been in need of some more books. I had ebooks, but it's not the same. And I just don't have a lot of physical books anymore that I haven't read. So the first one I got is the Afterlove by Tanya Brine, and I actually already have read this book back in March, I believe, but I had the ebook and I loved this book so much that I needed to have the physical copy of it. When I found it, I was like, I need this because I'm gonna reread this one so much. It's also one of the saddest stories ever. I sobbed reading it, so be aware of this one. It's also a sapphic romance, by the way. And then I have Like in the Books, I think. I don't know the original title. I will put it on the screen because I have the French version. It is by Alex Light, and it's, I don't know what it is. I don't remember from reading the back, but it seemed interesting. I'm pretty sure it was a fake dating trope as well. So got that one. Perfect little read for the summer. I also got the next volume of the Keepers of the Lost Cities, which I have like all of them here. And this one is the 7th one in the mini versions, which got out in November, so I'm really excited to have that one. I also already have read it, but I really want to have the entire collection of these. And then I got one of the Juliet Around the World from that collection. There's like about 1 million of these, but I really wanted to get some of them. I read them. I got 2 of them when I was like a lot younger, and I fell in love with them and never found them again. So I finally found another one, and it's for like 9 years old and up, so it's gonna be like fun, light reading. And then I have the entire trilogy of The Cruel Prince. There was a deal and I got all 3 of them at once because it was cheaper to get them all at once. And I knew that even if I don't like a series, I usually am so curious that I will just read the rest of it. So this one is The Cruel Prince, and then we have the 2 other ones in this series. They are by Holly Black. They're also like really popular books on TikTok, so I was, let's say, influenced, but I'm also very excited to read these.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you.
the next day and I didn't have enough energy and or time yesterday to finish this video because I made dinner for the family and then I also had a shower, so it was a lot. But I still need to do the kind of life/health update of this video, so I'm gonna do that now. A lot has happened, but the first thing I'm gonna address is the whole I'm going away for a physical rehab center because I kind of want to explain a little bit what it is. Basically, it is a center where people with different disabilities or that had surgery, accidents, or anything, and that need like a high level of care and a high level of intensive therapies to get better go to. There's many centers in my country. I live in Switzerland, but many centers are either private clinics or they don't take FND patients, which is the disorder that I have, which is functional neurological disorder. So it's been a battle to be able to go anywhere, and we also had a lot of issues with insurance, which isn't fun. My goal there is just to make as much progress as I can to be at a point where home physical therapy like I have now is enough to continue making progress, because right now it's just not enough. The other big thing that happened in June is that I got surgery. I had a deviated nasal septum. I needed my adenoids removed, and they also cauterized some of my nasal tissue to make more space for air, because basically the nasal cavities you're supposed to have, like, they're supposed to be filled with air, and mine were filled with tissue, so they needed to like remove all of that in order for me to be able to breathe. The first few days were hell, and then after that it's been really good. I just need to get accustomed to my new way of breathing because it's really strange the way the air just goes through my nose now compared to before. The next update is all about me going back to school. I was very excited to say that I was going back to school. Unfortunately, we had some issues, and basically in Switzerland we have the disability insurance, which is a type of benefit that you can have if you're too disabled to hold a job. So they compensate for a salary that you would have if you work. So I got accepted at this insurance, and unfortunately I was deemed 100% disabled, which means I can't hold a job, which is really true for my situation. I really can't do anything with all the issues that I have, but that also means that they don't want to take into account they don't want to pay for my education anymore. Basically, in the past, before I was recognized as disabled, they had to help with me getting a formation, me getting education and going to high school. Fortunately, I was kicked out of my high school because the building was not wheelchair accessible and I was missing too many classes. And now that I'm recognized as this disabled and not able to hold a job, they basically said, well, why would we waste money on paying to help you get an education when you won't be able to gain anything after the education and basically hold a job afterwards, which is very wrong, knowing that my disorder is temporary. It's not something that is permanent. So if in 5 years I can walk again perfectly fine, and I didn't go to high school, I didn't do studies or anything, then I can't have a job anymore. So it's a whole deal, a whole fight. We're basically trying every single possibility to find a way to have me go to school, because I need a medical taxi to go there, and it's basically like, it's crazy expensive. For right now, I don't have any ways of going to school and going back to school in August. We're trying every single way we can. I have like my whole medical team on this, trying to find a solution, but I don't know what's gonna happen, so it's really frustrating. But that is basically it for everything that happened, where I'm at right now. But it's not very positive, but also I have a lot of hope, and I hope that everything will work out. But in the meantime, if you want to come along on these crazy adventures and figure everything out with me, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the post notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload next. Also, follow me on all of my other socials. They will be in the description box down below. I try to be more active daily on there. And don't forget to just tell me your thoughts in the comments. I always try my best to respond to as many of you guys as I can. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!